original gangster.
There she is. She's been with the channel for a super long time. Now there's a human being that's a fighter. She never gives up. She's been through some rough times, and she's still in the fight. And boy, let me tell you, that means everything to me. Rochelle, you are number one. We love you. Woo! Thanks for coming in, hon. Franco Films, thank you so much, my friend. DYI Solar Energy. Yeah, man. Make sure to power up the thumbs up. Thanks, man. A little message to my helper here, Amanda. If you see a comment that you like, put it up on the screen, and so that they can see the comments every once in a while. Okay. We're fired up. We've been working on this show for a long time. Rochelle Blessing, so great to see you live again. Thank you. Thanks, Rochelle. Gord Isman. Oh, damn. Gord Isman in the house. You guys?
Super friend.
Gord Isman is a rock star with Camtasia. A rock star. He is absolutely fabulous. If you have Camtasia, which is what I'm using to make my videos, it's like an educational-based kind of software package. Very, very visually based. Very easy to use. And Gord is the premier educator for that software. So if you're using Camtasia, be sure to go over there and check him out. He is fantabulosio. Will Morrissey, Mystic CT, Connecticut. Okay, congratulations. Thank you so much. We're going to cover some fun stuff. Let me get my notes situated here. I got my paper. We're going to talk about some CodePens right now. CodePen is a website that allows you to experiment with HTML, CSS code, and JavaScript, and it's like a wealth of fantastic applications that you can use in your live stream. So like countdowns and cool text effects and really fun stuff. So let's pop over to that and check it out. Here we go. Hey, all right. Okay, so let me go on the right page here. All right, so let's go to the first one. This is just a prime example of what you can get with this CodePen technology. I'm going to take my headphones off so I'm not echoing so much. Every one of these effects that you see here can be modified and then saved to your computer, and you can play these things off of your computer and use them in your live stream. So, for example, let's go to the countdown timer. So this countdown timer right here is pretty cool. If I refresh, you'll see it work. I'll hit reload. All right, it refreshes. It counts down from 20. It starts, the ring is green initially, and as it counts down, it slowly merges into different colors so that you could apply this as a browser source in your live stream for a countdown timer, okay? And the beauty of this thing is that you can modify all the different parameters with it. For example, you can change the colors by scrolling down on this CSS here, and the colors are modifiable right here. See this color orange, red, and this is the green right here. It's like an off green. So if I, for example, if I went and changed the initial red and just highlighted this code, I'll back it up and type in the word, say, I don't know, blue. Hey, don't move your cursor for a second. I'll type in blue. And then refresh. Let's see. Yeah, there it goes. It just automatically updates and uses the correct code. And so if you start to get used to the available scripts that are here, you can do all kinds of crazy things. Like on the side here, you can increase the countdown time. Currently, it's set to 20 seconds. So over here, if I highlight it, it's not going to work because it's taking control. So if I add 120 seconds here, it'll refresh and it'll give me, I think it's 2 minutes. Boom. So you have the power to adjust the stuff. You can't, you may find something cool, but it doesn't stop there. You can continue to modify the parameters. Let me show you another one real quick. Here's one that's a slideshow. I think this one's really cool. You can change the imagery with your mouse wheel. So you could apply this as a slideshow in your live stream. Here's another one where you can change the text. It sort of does the swirly thing. If you wanted to change what's there, you go to the left here in the HTML section, right? Eliminate it, and then type anything you want in there, right? It'll refresh automatically. Boom. changes it to anything you want. And that's a pretty cool effect. It's free. You can download this thing. There's a way to download it, and I think I made a video about this in the past where you can download these things, run them off your computer directly, make the changes to the code at will, and do all kinds of crazy stuff. Here's one that's called an odometer. It does this weird spinny thing. Watch. Don't prove me wrong. Go, reload. There it goes. Watch this. Check that out. I mean, it looks like a movie. And you can change the word. So up here on the right-hand side, I don't know if you can make it out, but I'll put my name in here, right? Oop. So it's going to go from Scott to the word. And I'm going to put my last name in there real quick. Watch it. Refresh. There it goes. Goes from Scott and then does the weird spinny thing. It's like a one-armed bandit and goes to your name. That's cool. So you could use that in your live stream. Here's a cool one too. This one's got all kinds of wicked cool parameters. You can naturally change the name by highlighting the stuff on the left, type my name in there. But then you can change the colors in the upper center part here. It's using pink, cyan, white, and purple. I could make it red, right? I can make it orange, yellow, and then you get different color combinations. So the beauty of this website is that it allows you to experiment with code, and by experimenting, there's no risk at all. There's no risk. You can't break anything, because if you do, you can just reload it or refresh the screen and you're back in business. And then when you find something that you like, you can click the fork button in the lower right-hand corner and save the changes that you made to your own account, and then you can download it directly and run it off your computer. So you'll start to get really sucked into all the nuances of this thing. Here's another cool animation. I'm going to highlight all these HTML code here and just paste my name in. Let's see, wait, let me get the right code for this. I'll go here, grab this code right here, go back in, here it is, paste the new code in, and so basically it's repeating a series of individual texts, but the code is making it black in the middle. You only see a stroke on the letters and animates it. I think that's so cool. Here's another one. This is a cool visual effect. Let me make this a little bit. This is almost like a shader. I don't know if you're familiar with shaders. There's a website called Shader Toy. There's another one called Shader Sandbox, I think, .com. And
Scott, we have another OG in the house.
We have an OG.
Paul
Peck. Drywall tube in the house. Holy cow. Paul Peck.
Paul Peck in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Did we give Gigi a shout out as an OG, Amanda?
Gigi, we did not.
We did not give Gigi an original. Let's give Gigi an original gangster, shall we?
We shall.
Here we go.
Original gangster.
No, it didn't pop up in the screen. Let's go back to the main screen here, and let's do that again.
Right.
This one's for Gigi. Get it, Gigi.
Original gangster.
Gigi, the original gangster. Alex Silva, photography in the house. Good to see you. Cyan, oh boy, I can't say that. Can you make that one out? SAIYANPRNYZ 26. What site is that he's using? That would be CodePen, one word, .io. CodePen.io. Very useful website. All kinds of cool special effects. Let me show you that one I was looking at. Let me go back in there real quick. And I'll show you this. This one is cool, man. I think it's so cool. And there's a little button over on the upper right-hand corner of the window. If you hit Open Controls, now you can adjust all the different, you can make it do all these wicked cool effects. Look at that. Is that neat? And this is usable. There's no usage rights on this. So you could make a video from this and put it on your countdown page when you have your live stream. CodePen.io. All right?
Super friend.
Oh, we got another super friend.
Silva.
Okay, cool.
Felix Silva Photography.
All right, awesome.
Super friend.
Super friend, thanks for stopping by. I was on the wrong screen, so let's get out of the screen here, and let's get back to the right screen. so we can give him the right super friend. There you go. Do it again. Do it again, Amanda.
All right.
There he is.
Super friend.
Thank you. Thanks for stopping by, pal. All right, next part. Let's go into, I want to tell you a story about my experience with education. It is not what you might think. Check this out. Come on. There it goes. Time is 1987. I'm about 10th or 11th grade. I just had gotten back from riding my BMX bike at the pump house, which was about a 2-mile trek from my house, where my friends would hang out and ride their bikes on this dirt track full of jumps and cool stuff. We had a blast there. So as I took my bike back to my house, I began to summarize what had to be done as I arrived home, which was to do my homework. And one of those classes was Algebra 2, which was an absolute bane of my existence because the teacher was like the Ferris Bueller Day Off teacher.
In 1930, the Republican-controlled House of Representatives, in an effort to alleviate the effects of the, anyone? The Great Depression, passed the, anyone? The tariff bill.
Super boring, spiritually dead, couldn't care less what he was teaching. All he had to do was get the day over, and who cares about whether or not the student. Time is 1987. I'm about 10th or 11th grade. I just had super amount of bill. There's no tutors in public school. The only way to do it is to fail. And if you fail, it's your fault. It's no one else's fault. It's your fault. And there's no excuse. And that scenario enraged me. And this rage would build up. And loss of hope and feeling trapped would build up. And there I was at the kitchen, sitting at the table and coming to tears, and it wasn't like ooh, like a calm cry. No, it was pissed off. It was a pissed off disposition where I was like enraged, right, pounding the table. God damn it! Like, why am I being put into this situation? And my mom would notice this after day after day, would start to notice this, and she would finally stop cooking dinner and come over and try to help me. And she would help me because she was a great teacher and she was full of understanding, and she would get me out of this disposition. But without her, I would have failed the class for sure. And I think after going into starting my first year in college, and I was taking business management as my subject, I again had to take these electives that were like mean mode, statistics, and algebra 1 and 2, and money and banking, all these concepts that didn't exist in the three-dimensional world. And it was compounding learning, where you learn the first concept, and after you get that figured out, you move on and apply that concept to the next concept. And if you get behind the 8-ball, you're screwed and it's your fault. So my mom I guess my mom said, okay, we got to take you to a doctor, because a doctor is the best solution, right? So she took me to this child psychologist dude. And I remember I think it was in the summer. Yeah. And we hopped in the car. We drove to this office in Media, PA. And we walked into this doctor's office, and it was like this deep dark wood office, and the desk was really ornate, like an attorney's office in a way, like this real authoritative kind of scenario. Mom and I are sitting in front of his desk, shoulder to shoulder. And he goes on to say, okay, Mrs. Fichter, please leave the room. I'm going to administer a test to your son. It's going to be about 40 minutes long. And I'm like, oh, here we go. I got to take a test, and I'm going to get evaluated, right? So gives me the test, and it was one of those intelligence tests. And I don't do well with these tests. I just don't. I mean, I do pretty average at best. But being that I'm nervous, and and it's like time-based, and that adds to the nervousness of it, I didn't do that super great. And he brings my mom back in and sits back down, and he says, well, Mrs. Fichter, your son's not going to graduate from college. He's dyslexic, blah, 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 blah. And I had an idea. I already known that I was dyslexic, but Oh man, I looked at Mom and she looked at me and we were like kind of shrugged it off, this comment. And we said thank you and got back in the car. And as I rode back home, I can remember just getting pissed off because here another test is dictating my life. A 40-minute test is dictating whether or not I'm going to be a failure in life. And I could just feel the anger boiling up in myself. I didn't let my mom know that I was getting pissed, but my God, was I pissed off because it was unfair that a test is destroying my life once again. And it was based on A plus B equals C. There's no gray area. There's no other solution. It's just basically you're going to fail in life. And man, God, that pissed me off. And I think it set a fire under my butt a little bit. And I continued on with the business management major, which was absolutely not as good choice. I had all these crazy, accounting classes and statistic classes and stuff that I, absolutely not what I should have been involved with. God. So I pushed through. It took me a little longer than other people to graduate from college, but I did graduate from college, got my degree, and after completing it all, I just did this kind of global summary, and I to this day I still blame education for my hell. But I got involved with this YouTube thing, and here I am now as a teacher, teaching the general public these concepts that are not mathematically based, but they're more utilitarian, right? Where I'm teaching you how to operate these plugins and looking into these different software programs and digging into the interfaces. And it's very visual based. Can you tell? Super visual based, fun. And it's the opposite of how I was taught. I took what I learned in regards to the hell that education put me through, and I said, I'm not doing that. I'm going to do it my way, which is fun, easy to learn, segmented into very clear chapters so that you can go forward or backwards to learn any part of the lesson that you want and make it fun. And that's where we are right now. And it's incredible that I was born from this hell on earth with education through the public education system in the college. And now we are in a scenario where the education is free and you're here because you love the subject and I love the subject, not because you need to take it because it's mandatory. You're here because you love it. And I'm here because I love it. So I just think it's absolutely hilarious that I had to go through the gauntlet to be here now to teach you these concepts. Oh my God. It's incredible, isn't it? Ha! We're back. So that was pre-recorded. Okay. Okay. Alex Silva says, just wanted to say your channel is amazing. I learned so much just a few weeks. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. Winter bell for that comment. Oh, all right, I want to say, I just want to check the comments here and catch up a little bit. Michael is here. Now, I want you guys to understand something. Mike has his own channel about OBS, and I want to tell you something. Deep respect to Mike. His channel is absolutely fantastic. If you want to learn stuff about OBS, you got to pop over there because he's next level. He is a fantastic educator. He has fantastic energy, and you never get bored watching his stuff. It is absolutely fantastic. Yo, Mike, big shout out to you, my friend. Well done with your channel, brother. Yes! We love it. Thank you, Mike. Okay, so let's look at some of these comments real quick. Paul Peck, awesome. Thank you. Big Heck in the house. Good to see you, Big Heck, man. It's been a long time. Dude, you're a freaking original gangster. You've been around for a while.
Original gangster.
There you go. Give me some confetti. There he is. Thanks for stopping by, man. It's been a long time since I've seen you. Wookie says hi. Gigi Fichter says Wookie says hi. We all know who Wookie is. It's not from Star Wars. Is he watching the show? Wookie is my dad. That was his call sign for a long time. Can you kill that comment? Can you turn off that comment at the top? No. Nope. Oh, well. Now just restart it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. Let's see, who else we got in here? Rochelle says, so great you're here, Scott. Trevor Bagnell says, yeah, Mike's in the house. As awesome, who is legally blind? I can agree, however, that the education system that we have right now sucks. Yes, it does. And many traditional teachers would benefit from learning from YouTubers. Man, that is so true. I can't even tell you. There's no energy with a teacher who just is going through the motions. Mike says, thanks, man. I love what you're doing. If people think there is a competition in this niche, they are wrong. Absolutely true. Absolutely true, guys. I mean, I'm big fans of Nutty. I'm a fan of Mike's show. I don't like to how do I gonna put this in a good way? I try to stay away from those channels because I don't want to come off like I'm copying their ideas, right? So I'm very conscious about trying to be original. So I do pop in and check them out and see what their flavor's like, but I try not to get into their topics because I don't want to come off like I'm ripping the channel off. So I try to do my best to get sucked into topics that I stumble in via my own channels, if that makes any sense. So I want to bring value to the community. I don't want to just like vomit the same stuff that you can see over at Mike's channel or Nutty's or the Stream Professor at those places. I want to bring real good original content. So let's see. Boy, a lot of activity. If something, Mike says, if something works for me, do your spin. All right. Wendell says, Nutty is hilarious. Yeah, that's why, when I watch Nutty's channel and I've paid attention to his growth, he's exploded. Like his growth is exponential. So I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what is it about his flavor that gets people to fall in love with his style. And I think it's his humor. It's kind of corny humor. It's like, I can't put my finger on it. Have you ever seen Nutty? Yeah. It's interesting. I think his demographic is a little bit younger than our demographic. We have an older demographic. We got a super friend.
Super friend.
That would be Captain Eddie. Captain Eddie. Let's give him some confetti. Give him some confetti, Amanda. Whoop. We lost something there. There he is. There's the confetti. Hey, there it is. Captain Eddie. I lost my communique. Let's see if I can get it back. Here we go. Boop. There it is. No worries. No worries. Here's my comments. Yeah, Captain Eddie has a great channel. He's been around for a long time. He's a wood lathe guy, and he makes fantastic stuff on his lathe. Very interesting channel. Very good stuff. Keep on going, Ed. It's fantastic stuff. Let's see. Wendell. Yes, a lot of people resonate with Nutty's humor. I think it's very interesting. I have to be careful because if I force my humor at my channel, it comes off being really stupid sometimes. I don't know. I do my best. You know what I mean? DJ Leo Granda, Scott, sure would be nice to know how to make cartoonized live videos. Oh man, have you seen these videos where the character has like this Disney World face, like the eyes are bigger and the mouth looks like a Disney World face, but it's live. It is so incredibly disturbing and interesting at the same time. It's like this weird, I'm looking for a laughter track. There it is. It's like, have you guys ever seen this effect? It's a video. Usually you see they're on TikTok usually, where the people smile and they look like Disney World characters, and it's being done live. I don't know. I've got to figure it out. I think it's a TikTok filter. Please, can you teach me how to live stream with just one screen on OBS? I don't know. You mean by one screen, you mean you're importing one computer screen into OBS? Is that what you mean? Coinfish Gaming, VTuber stuff creeps me out. Is that what it is? Yeah, it's weird, man. I mean, it's next level weird. I've never seen anything like it. I have a few videos on it. Snap camera. Yes, I've experimented with snap camera. Mike, have you downloaded the editor? I forget what it's called, but it's really powerful. Yeah, I got to dig into that a little bit. That's one of the many subjects that I have to play with. All right. Is there any questions that I've missed? Let me dig through here. TK421. Hey, friend, I caught up on it. Now, let's see. Well, all right. We won't do that. All right. Chic, what's up? Good to see you. All right. Let's move on. Let's keep the ball rolling. Okay. I'm going to ask you some questions, guys. So I just want to sort of get a vibe on what you would value with the channel. So I'm going to take you to this scene now where it asks questions, and you just click 1 or 2 to designate whether you like it or not. All right? You good with this, Amanda?
Yes.
All right. Here we go. Oop. If I can find the button. Here we go. No music. Huh. All right. What do you value most? What subject would provide you the most value? Type 1 if you'd like to learn more about Facebook live stream tech. Type 2 for more OBS plugin tutorials. What do you think? She's counting.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's overwhelming twos.
All right, plugins. You got it. So we're going to dig in heavily to more OBS plugins. Okay, moving right along. All right. Next one. What's your live stream education preference? Type 1 for tutorials on programs outside of the realm of OBS or stay within the world. I think I know what the answer is on this one. You guys are probably going to want to stay within OBS. 2 for staying within the world of OBS.
Stay within.
Stay within. You got it. Stay within. Okay, next one. What art do you value more when building live streams in OBS Studio? So what I'm asking is, what type of assets do you like more? Do you want to have access to graphic assets like overlays, animations, buttons, and frames? Or would you like to have access to audio assets like sound effects and background music? That would be type number 2. So 1 or 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 17 number 1s.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 2s.
7 2s.
So number 1.
Number 1, you got it. Okay, number 1. Moving on. What interests you more? Music visualization capabilities, and by that I mean you play a song and it moves the sources to the beat of the music, or type 2 for text motion capability. That would be like move transition, moving stuff automatically when you change scenes, that kind of a thing. Let me know. 1 or 2? Okay.
2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Someone said 3.
Is that High Velocity Savage? It probably is.
Number 2.
Number 2. All right. Okay. What level of OBS help would you desire? Beginner stuff like interface tips and tricks, or advanced stuff like plugins, scripts, and tools? I think I know what they're going to choose.
Wow, it looks like it's advanced.
Okay.
Some say both. 2, 2. There's some that do say both.
Is it a 50-50?
It's more number 2, but some are saying they want help with both.
Okay. Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next one. Oh. Would you value learning about behind-the-scenes stuff? Type 1 for yes, or type 2 for no. By that I mean, do you want to learn about what I'm doing behind the curtain? Let me know. 1 or 2. This I'd be really interested in. Ones.
Yeah, ones.
Okay.
Let's see what's
Oh,
behind it.
oh, geez, everybody wants to know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's nutty.
We got GL Video has a number 2. Oh, wow.
It helps.
All right. You're going to get more behind the scenes stuff for me. Yep, for sure. That's interesting, don't you think?
It is.
That's cool. All right.
It is.
I look forward to that, actually. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. That's awesome information. You guys are awesome. Safety Home Loans. Good to see you. Voice Sync still in the house. Good to see you. Brian Vaughn. 1. It helps. Okay. Remy Moore. Holy cow. Remy Moore. Yes.
Original gangster.
Come on, cheer. No cheer. Am I out of sounds now? This Lyorn board is killing me, guys. I think the sounds are dead now. Are you getting sound? Oh my God. All right. Okay, let's move on. Now, this is a story about my brother. Okay. check this out. Okay, so a little bit about my bro. Okay, when I was a kid, I'm talking like late 70s, okay? We lived in 2 rooms adjacent to each other. I'm going to take my headphones off. We lived in 2 rooms that were right next to each other. And, I wasn't exactly a super clean kid, right? I had clothes laying around and toys laying around. But if you looked into my brother's room, oh my God, this kid the room looked like a material explosion went off in there. Just covered in toys, just bits and pieces of parts laying all around, because he was naturally drawn towards tinkering with stuff that he had. So everything that he got for Christmas eventually ended up in a billion pieces, because he was just wired to sit down at his desk, take his tools, and just disassemble the stuff into a million pieces. Now, he wasn't smart enough to put it back together because he was just a kid. He was probably like 5 or 6 at the time. But his room was just strewn with, just covered in plastic and screws and wires and stuff. So move forward a couple years forward. I'm mowing the lawn at my grandmother's house. This was like 1986, 85. I mean, I'm like 15 years old, whatever. I'm mowing the lawn. I bring the mower into my grandfather's house, into the garage. I park the mower and I walk out of the the garage, and I look over the shoulder, and this is what I see, okay? Here it is. This is what my grandmother's sunroom looked like, okay? It looked just like this, except when I looked to my right, looking towards those windows, there was a wicker couch there, right there, wicker couch. There was a chair on the right-hand side right there. The entire room was yellow, okay? Maybe Gigi remembers this. This is exactly what it looked like. I can't believe I actually found a photo that really represents this. And there was Gary hanging out sitting down in the wicker chair with a pump. And I'm like, what are you doing, Gar? And he's like, oh, hey, Scott, I'm just pumping up this hippity hop because I want to make it hop better. I'm like, I kind of shrugged, and I'm like, okay, whatever. So I walk into the kitchen, which is the door over this way, right? There's a door over here. And I go in and I open up the refrigerator door. I just mowed the lawn for like 2 hours. I open up the refrigerator. There's a pitcher of delicious cold water. I don't know if you've ever drinking cold water. It's like almost painful when you're hot. You're like, glug, glug, and it's like makes this pain, but you don't care because you're so thirsty. Drank it down. It was so refreshing. Oh my God. I remember this day like it was yesterday. And I sit down for just a couple minutes, and then I walk into the living room, which is just like bang a right and bang a left, right in the living room. And in there is a gorgeous, beautiful baby grand piano. And the reason why it was there was because my aunt, who is grandmother's daughter, had a boyfriend who was Mari Murison, who is the guitar backup player for Jim Croce. Thank you. Jim Croce, you know, if I could save time in a bottle. He gave the piano, Maury gave the piano to Aunt Judy, and it ended up at grandmother's house. So that's another story. I don't want to get into it. But I sat down at the piano, okay, and I was playing chopsticks. Here's the way it looked. What the hell was that sound? I was like, was that a bomb going off? Was that I don't know. I thought it was a Mack truck crashing into a tree. I thought it was a freaking earthquake, but I was like, no, it wasn't an earthquake. It was one rumble. And then I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh my God, Gary. So I booked down the hallway, right? I booked down the hallway, and I'm turning on the mic so we can hear Amanda. And I walk into the sunroom, and this is the result. Gary, he blew up the freaking hippity hop. He blew. Oh my God! He blew up the hippity hop. Now, I have since talked with him. We were hanging out, and I said, Gary, what the hell did you do? He said, Scott, I was leaning over the hippity hop and pumping up this thing. He was looking at it, and it blew up. It didn't go crack boom. It didn't like explode. It did more of like a whoosh kind of a sound. The pump, luckily, was not blown into his face, but he was blown back into the chair. And what he told me happened was the air inside it was a big, I don't know if you guys know what a hippity hop is, but it's a very heavy duty rubber balloon, essentially, is what it is that you hop on. And when it broke, all the atmosphere in this thing, he probably had like 40 pounds in there, it ripped open and pressurized the entire room just like that. Boom. So it turned the whole sunroom into this drum, and it sent this pulse throughout the whole house, like this gigantic barometric pressure pulse. Boom! And my grandmother was tucked way back in her room, and she came running in, and when she came in, she laughed her ass off. I swear to God, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Gary really aired it up, didn't he? Yes, he did, Songbox. So that's one of my stories. All right, hey! There we go. I hope you enjoyed that one. Thanks, Remy. Remy Moore, original gangster. Good to see you, brother.
Original gangster.
Thank you for stopping by, my friend. Okay, that was the single rumble story. Now, we're going to get into another video here. This is a pre-made video. I'll try to communicate with you in comments, but I just want you to be aware of this new program that I found. Well, it's not new. It's really old. It's called BFXR. Check this out. All right, here we go. An amazing tool to create old school arcade sound effects for your OBS Studio live stream. So if you want to attach a sound effect when someone does a subscribe, or maybe someone pops on the live stream in comments that you know and you want to give them some accolades, this would be a perfect tool to sort of augment when different things occur during your live stream. Now, there's this dude back in 2007. His name is Dr. Petter, and he made this wicked cool program called SFXR. Here's what it looks like. He made it for a competition back in 2007, and it's really rudimentary, but basically what it does is you just click these buttons and the system will automatically change all these parameters to make these wicked cool arcade sounds. Well, another dude came along and made a fork of the program called BFXR. Here it is here. It's bfxr.net. You can download it for Windows or Mac. Here's the program. It's got more waveforms and more parameters. And these buttons on the left-hand side here are all like randomizers, buttons. So you have a main randomizer. If you click this, You have a general randomizer that'll just create some wacky noises, but then you have subcategories like here's a randomizer that creates laser sound effects, explosions, power-ups, jumps, bit noises. And you, as you start playing with this thing and generating all these sounds, you start recognizing them like with Dig Dug or Pac-Man or all these other arcade games that of old that you've played with when you were younger. So it's really cool. But now someone else made another fork of the program, and this one resides on the internet. It's called JSFXR, or I'm sorry, yeah, JSFXR is what it's called. You can find it. The website is sfxr.me. It has almost like a better sound quality to it. It doesn't have as many waveforms, but it has some pretty cool sound effects. Make sure that the sample size is set to 8-bit. Make sure that your sample rate is 44. Let me just give you some demos here. Can you start to hear the arcade? So you can have so much fun just going through these things. If you find a sound that you like, all you have to do in this JSFXR program is right-click the power-up wave link and save file as. Save link as, I'm sorry. And it will save the wave file to your computer. Super easy, super fun. You can just go through and randomize sound effects and save what you like in your computer and then assign them to hotkeys in OBS Studio. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, we're back. So I'm reading the comments and somebody said, hey, Fichter, what's up with the microphone? Well, we tried to have two mics, all right, and plug them both in, and we were having a lot of trouble with reverb because if I speak into one, Amanda's mic would pick up my voice. So instead of going that route, I decided to use my camcorder, and I have it hooked up with the Lorian board, where if I hit it, it picks up the audio. It's real sensitive. Like, I can back away from my mic. I can actually not face the mic, and it still picks me up. I can also get Amanda's voice with no worry.
Hi.
See? So this weird sound is intentional. This is the normal mic. So I am toggling back and forth between two microphones. That was my solution. Is it the best solution? Probably not. Does it work? Yeah, it works. Is it great? Not really. Is this the first time I've done a live stream in 2 years? Yes, it is. Amanda, I got to tell you, I really appreciate you, girl. Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
It really means a lot. It means a lot. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about innovation. There's a lot of innovation going on YouTube right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about what's going on with YouTube briefly, and then we're going to get into some stuff that's off the hook, what's going to come down the pike. It has to do with a lot of distribution of internet and video, and it's huge, absolutely ground-shaking huge if it actually happens, which I'm willing to bet is going to happen. So let's get into this. So innovation, here we go. All right, this is the one we want. All right, let's take these off because I got a little bit of an echo and it's kind of irritating on my mic. You can't hear it, but I can. All right, so what's going on with YouTube? So YouTube, as of late, has been fairly reactionary with what they're doing in innovation. So what I mean by that is, you know, we all know about shorts, right? That is a reaction to the success of TikTok. Absolutely. Is that innovation? It's kind of innovation. Is it reactionary because they're trying to make profit from a success they've already seen? Absolutely. So yes, they've been innovating with that. Is it super cutting edge innovation? Not really. And I don't personally see a whole bunch of super innovative stuff coming down the pike with YouTube. For example, they're now seeing, I'm hearing stuff on the street, what they're talking about on the podcast and everything right now is that YouTube is now recognizing the super success with podcasts, the Joe Rogan thing, H3H3 and all those guys. I think Steve-O's doing one from Jackass. It's super popular now. They're noticing it. So now they're in 2022, they're going to create an infrastructure to try to make it work for YouTube in such a way. Different ad spend, different system, all kind of thing. So down the road, you can expect to see more focus on like podcasts for video down the road. Another thing I've heard on the street with YouTube that is fairly innovative is the way that they're going to manage music, okay? I don't know if you know, but I built a channel called Dynaflux. It had about 11 songs that I produced, and I wanted to give them away for free to everybody. And I had put all this energy into it, making this happen. iDoc in the house. So yeah, Remy has a channel where he makes music. So it wasn't, the music that I was making was sort of coming from the angle where you could use it for your production. So they were like shorts, intros, little songs, little things you could drop in. So I got it all started, I launched it, and somebody made a comment, and it just literally knocked the air out of me. The guy said, look, dude, you can't give your music away for free, because what's going to happen is some pirate will come in, take the music that you're giving away, because it's set as commercial free, right? It's set as commercial free. The guy will take the song, he will claim ownership of the track, and the viewers that are using it will get docked. The revenue will get pulled away from their videos, and they will think that the music was distributed as free music, and they'll get docked and they'll lose money. And I said, oh my God, I can't allow that to happen. I can't do that to my people. So I shelved the whole thing. What I'm hearing on the street now is that Google recognizes this, and they're going to be setting up a shared revenue kind of a thing where you set your music as as usable, and if it gets used in another person's video, there's a revenue share. So you can give it away, you maintain ownership, and you can actually profit a little bit from the usage of the music. And the other person who's downloading it and using it on their videos, they gain too, because they get the cool music. So Remy, keep on making your music, bro. Things are going to change for you. Stay in the fight. Don't give up. You're going to do really, really well if you just keep on making the music. All right? Stay in the fight, bro. Okay. Let's go to the next part. And that's the big stuff. All right, check this out. So Elon Musk has this thing called SpaceX, right? He's been building these rockets. All you see, these rockets blowing up left and right. You're wondering, why the hell are these guys doing this? Why are they making all these rockets and sort of rushing development to get these rockets to work? Well, there's a plan that they're doing, and that is that they're going to launch these satellites into space. And the reason why is, did you know that there's a fairly large percentage of people who don't have access to the internet? Like, like up north and up in Alaska and some parts in the United States, Africa, there's a big percentage of people who have zero access or very limited access to the internet. So the plan is that he's going to use his rockets. Now, one of these rockets is the Falcon 9. And it's sort of like the first version of his plan. And it only holds 60 of these satellites. The goal is to launch around 30 to 40,000 of these things into low orbit around the planet Earth. And he promises that these things will generate 1,000 kilobytes per second down and about 40 kilobytes per second up, which isn't too bad. And he's promising down the road that these things will allow for, down the road, 1 gigabit down, but it's going to take 2 antennas. But that's a pretty big promise. So latency is going to be around 20 milliseconds to 40 milliseconds. I think they've measured it currently. The service is in beta right now. I think it's at 30 to 40. So I'm reading comments here. So we're going in this direction. There's a new rocket they're working on. This is the one that you see that blows up all the time. It's called Starship, and the payload, when this thing gets up and running, is going to have 400 satellites per launch. So this is going to pick up real fast. Currently, they have about 1,700 and 1,800, 1,700 satellites in the air right now. They will communicate in the vacuum of space with lasers, and that's how the network will be maintained. But the only thing about this service is that it won't work well in cities. It won't compete with terrestrial internet access. And many people are complaining that, this could be a problem with, other satellites and things crashing, and it would create this cascading error called the Kessler effect. It will not take effect. It will not happen because these satellites will be thrown away by being jettisoned back into the atmosphere after about 5 years. So he's very conscious about that. And it's going to be pretty cool. So here's what the antenna looks like. This is on a car. It has an automatic servo where it automatically aligns to the satellites, okay? Can you see how cool this is going to be? The satellite dish is has a heating element inside of it, so if it snows or gets ice on it, it will melt away automatically. This dude is from California. He was an early adopter of the service. He bolted this to his car, and he got internet service while driving because the servo would always align to the proper location in space. He got pulled over and got a ticket, but still, I think that's incredible, don't you? Okay, the next thing is there is competition coming down the pike. Competition. Amazon is coming out with a satellite system called Kuiper. People are saying, well, it may not happen. This is a very, this kind of business is very, 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 very sketchy, and they're saying it probably won't happen. But that's where this is going. Now, why is this important to us? Who cares? Who cares about these satellites? Well, I'm telling you right now, as time passes and more of these satellites get put into air, we will all benefit from this because we will win by default because the audiences who have access to the internet will win. We will all win by default. Our audiences will all increase over time. Stay in the fight. Don't give up with your channels, you guys. This is going to be huge. This is the best industry in the world right now because there is so much potential growth, I can't even tell you. Keep fighting. Do not give up with your channels. Okay, let's move on to the next piece. This is even more cool. So, there's a problem coming down the pike, and that is with video format. We're going to be moving into the world where videos become 4K, 8K. There's going to be a virtual reality video type that's coming down the pike that's even larger. So we're going to be dealing with larger video files. In 2010, there was 35 hours of video uploaded every minute. In 2019, 500 hours of video is uploaded every minute. Who knows what it's going to be like in another 5 years? It's probably going to be over 1,000 hours per minute. The bottom line is this industry is exploding, and the infrastructure that serves the videos to you and I is limited because it is centralized, okay? Here's an example of what I'm talking about. What you see here are those red dots are Google servers that disseminate video to us. If you live close to next to one of these dots, you're in good shape. If you don't, you get video delay, it's a problem. This is called a CDN, and it's going to be a problem when these files get huge. The solution is a company that just came out. It's called Theta. Have you guys heard of this? Theta. And the idea is for Theta is that it is a video distribution network that is powered by the general public. And it has an NFT market as well. And it has a YouTube-like venue as well. So let me dig into this. This whole thing is under advisement by two guys, Steve Chen, who is a founder of the YouTube, and Justin Kan, who is a founder of Twitch. And these guys are telling the employees what direction they should go to have success. There are many, many patents that they've developed, and this is going big. Google's already adopting the technology to test it to see if it's viable. And here's an example of what it could look like if the general public adopts the service and tries to make money by serving videos from their own computers. Let me tell you, this is gonna be huge. If the general public is serving video like the centralized CDN system from Google, there will be no limitation anymore. It'll be an incredibly robust system. So how do you get paid if you decide to do this service and host video? How do you get paid? You get paid with crypto. It's called T-Fuel. This is a token that is native to a technology blockchain that was developed by Theta. It's inflationary, and currently it's around 30 cents. So if you sign up with this company, you can do it right now. You can host video and make T-Fuel by just hosting video, all right? How do you what are the other ways you can do to make T-Fuel? Well, you can watch videos at Theta TV. You can profit from watch time by creating videos at Theta TV. You can host the files like a CDN, like I just explained, and you can purchase them. You can't purchase them in the United States right now, but you can get your hands on them. I have a bunch. There is a burn. When you hear somebody say a crypto burn, it means that it's a countermeasure to inflation. So every time a T-Fuel coin is spent, 1/4 of the value of that coin is burnt or discarded. So there is a countermeasure to the inflation, and it's called the burn, and it does exist. Okay, now, Theta TV. This is one that gets really interesting. This is a proof of concept. It is fully functional right now. You guys could hop over there and check it out. I've signed up and uploaded a video. It is completely powered off of servers that are hosted by the general public while they get paid T-Fuel. And this is going to be absolutely huge for us because there will be very little limit. Oh, Sammy, superstar. He's an OG. OG, original gangster. Oh, it didn't come up.
Original gangster.
Anyway, we'll get you, Sam. So anyway, this is going to be absolutely massive. The future is bright in our industry. I know if things are slow for your channel, please don't worry. You got to stay in the fight because, honestly, TV is garbage, and the mainstream media is absolute garbage. This is the right industry to be in. The future is very strong for us. If you just stay in the game, keep strong, and keep fighting, things will go your way. I promise you. I promise you. Things will go your way. The future is bright. The future is bright. Woo! All right. I hope you enjoyed that. That's where we're going to go with the future. And like I said, there's some really interesting stuff coming down the road. And wow, it's going to be good. All right. Let's get into the transition matrix plugin. This is a plugin that allows you to change the transition based on where you are in the scene. Check this out. Check this out. OBS has the power to show different transitions based on where you're coming from and going to when clicking scenes. Check this out. So here I am in the Cool Code Pen scene, and if I go into the live stream innovation scene, I will get, let me make the screen a little bit bigger here so you can see it. I will show you one transition. So live stream innovation, here we go. Opens it up, and it shows me the live stream innovation screen. If I go into the single rumble earthquake transition, watch. It gives me a different transition. So you can control what transition occurs based on where you're coming from and going to. It's done with a plugin called the following, Transition Matrix. Here's what it looks like at the website. I will put a link in the description. It's called the OBS Transition Matrix. Click the Go to Download button in the upper right-hand corner. It will take you to GitHub. You have a Windows version and a Linux version. It's a zip file. When you download it and expand it onto your computer and open it up, it'll contain two folders, Data and OBS-plugins. Highlight them, copy them, go into your C drive and select Program Files, then OBS-Studio folder, and then paste those files into this location. Don't worry about overwriting issues or anything like that. It'll be okay. If you have a Windows 10 computer, just paste them right in and the plugin will be installed. Shut down your OBS Studio, bring it back up, and when you do, go to Tools, Subchoice Transition Override Matrix, and it gives you this screen. So every time you create a new scene, it's going to put it in this matrix layout kind of thing. And what you have to understand is that the top row represents the destination, and the side column on the left represents where you're coming from. And so if I'm going to the scene called Cool Code Pens here, this column here, right? And I'm coming from Education Hell scene, the transition right now is set to none. But if I want to set a transition, I can right-click and select my transition here. Cut, fade. I've made a couple video transition stingers here. And so I can select fade. Whoop. And I can change the length of the fade here. And so every time that I come from the education hell scene and go to the cool code pen view scene, it's going to use the fade. Now, that's pretty intense. In most cases, most people really won't even want to bother changing the scene based on different selections. In most cases, what you'll probably want to do is just every time that you arrive at a specific scene, use that specific transition. So all you have to do is just make sure that all the columns say none, okay? And at the top selection, there's one called any. See that? So just select what you want to see when you're coming from any scene and going into that specific scene. So all the stuff in the chart from the top row bottom will be none. And then you designate the transition that you want to see every time you arrive at these individual scenes. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, post them in comments and I'll make it a little bit clearer for you. But what I'm trying to say is in most cases, you're only going to want to modify this top row and leave everything else as none. And that will mean that every time you arrive at a specific scene, it gets a specific... Whoop. I cut it out too short. Hey, I wanted to say something. A good friend of mine is here. Original Gangster. Yes. Original Gangster. Professional paranormal research. He's out of Kentucky. Ooh, that's a spooky channel. Hop over there and check it out. He's got some cool videos where he goes into locations, graveyards, houses, and he kind of explores. It's kind of freaky. Good to see you, pal. All right, so there's that, and let's go and do. You want to hear the song? This is the stuff that this is what I'm about to show you now is stuff that we used to do back in the old days. Okay, I had to do this. This is almost like a tradition. It's the song. Here we go. The song.
Warning. Following YouTube motivational video has a cringe level that is far beyond normal safety standards. Scott Fichter will not be held responsible for back injuries due to violent shifts in your chair, cleaning products due to projectile vomiting, and side effects caused by douche shots.
Dorito! Woo!
Original gangster.
Dorito in the house.
Now the time to learn all we can so we grow. Learn the facts and make all the change so that you win. Watch time and subscribers will pour into your channel. Just wait and you will see. It's now the time to learn all we can so we grow. The facts and make all the change so that you win. Watch time and subscribers will pour into your channel. Just wait and you'll see. The time to learn all we can so we grow. Learn the facts and make all the change so that you win. Watch time and subscribers will pour into your channel. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. And you'll see.
There we go. That's about the cheesiest song you've ever heard in your life. Okay, the show wouldn't be the show without the game show, right? We got to do the game show. So this is purely out of fun. No big key. Like, it's just stupid. This is just the stupidest thing I've ever done on the planet Earth. Pop your head in here, Amanda. You know what I mean? You've seen this thing. There she is. This is the stupidest contest you will ever see or participate in your life. You ready? Mark Hunter, good to see you, brother.
Song is still here. I can't believe it. Give him a applause. Oh, there it is. Song is in the house. Woo! Rochelle Blessing is still in the house. It's good to see you, hon. Okay. Confetti. All right. Here we go. We're going to start the quiz. First, we have to introduce the quiz, and this is the introduction. I hope you enjoy it.
This contest is absolutely 100% bogus. Scott will be sending you absolutely nothing. This show makes so little money it could barely finance a cup of grape soda at an insane clown posse concert. This contest simply allows Scott the ability to spin a game show wheel so he can pretend to be a television game show host. Again, you will win absolutely nothing. That's right. You'll get something minus that same something, which will equal nothing.
Okay, here's the question. Question number 1. The first person to answer this correctly will win absolutely nothing. What video format with Alpha Channel is best for live streaming? Is it 1, 2, or 3? Cue the thinking song. There it is. Type 1, 2, or 3. Is it AVI, VPN, or MP4? Trevor Bagnell with a 1. May 716 with MP4. Oh my God, that's the wrong answer. You must hit a number. Who is it? Oh, it's Remy Moore. It's Remy Moore with a win, I think. What do you have? What do you have, Amanda? Amanda's the final deciding here. I'll put on the Amanda speaker.
Remy Moore.
Remy Moore! There he is! Okay, Remy!
Remy Moore gets the first prize of the day. And oh yeah, 716 was very close. Okay, stay in the fight, guys. All right, now here we go for the prize. You will win this fantabulous prize. It's beef, liquid beef.
Congratulations, you have just won a lifetime supply of roast beef sandwich bath soak. Soak your entire body frame into a warm liquid bath of roast beef sandwich smell juice. That's right, the fantastic healing qualities of this fragrant liquid beef stew is now yours for the taking. Simply pour the meat crystals into your bath water, let the smell dissolve into the water, and drop your naked body into the liquid. Not only will you smell like meat, but your skin will have the sheen of freshly cooked roast beef. Brought to you by the Advanced Smell Technology Group. We bring the stink to you.
All righty. Okay, let's go back to the questions. And let me find the right one here. Okay. The correct answer is AV. Ooh. I screwed up. Big time.
Did you really?
Yes, I did. It is not 3. The correct answer is AVI, number 1. Let's go back and see who got number 1 on that one.
Okay. Well, I'll go back.
Oh, that was Trevor. That's what I see.
Yep, it was Trevor.
Was it Trevor?
Yes.
Yes, it was. All right. Congratulations, Trevor. Well, guess what? We have a fantastic gift for Trevor. You're going to love this, Trevor. Okay. Do you like cheese? Does Trevor?
This is probably the worst prize.
Ever.
The most. Oh, they just get more. Each prize gets more and more politically
Incorrect.
wrong. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Believe me, this is going to get erased from my channel, okay? Trevor. Okay, here you go, pal. Here's your prize.
Congratulations, you've just won the ability to make your sandwiches exciting again with Chef Henry Remoulade Cheese Printer. That's right, now the best part of your day just got enhanced by allowing you to bite into cheese photos of your friends and family. Our cheese printer uses advanced inkjet technology that employs semi-safe food coloring additives that just barely pass the Food and Drug Administration's questionable food regulations and standards.
Oh, that's true.
Simply load up the printer with your favorite artery-hardening cheese, take an embarrassing photo of your friends with your overpriced cell phone, and boom! Your sandwich cheese is now imprinted with their disgusting image. For example, take a photo of Aunt Gertrude and print it on your cheese. Take a photo of your brother's girlfriend, Bing Chow, and print it on your cheese. And take a photo of your mother in her finest church clothing and print it on the cheese. Nothing makes your lunch more enjoyable than biting into a sandwich with photos imprinted inside your sandwich using inks made from dangerous mind-altering compounds. Enjoy this fantastic gift valued at $65 by this imaginary company. Nelco Incorporated. We make cheese exciting.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Congratulations. Well done. Okay. Let's go back to the next question. Quiz show. Boop. All right, here we go. Oh. All right, let's hit the music. The OBS canvas is always the same size as what the user sees on their end. Is that true or false? Will with a 3. Gear Vlogs 2. Is the canvas always the same size as what the user sees on their end? The canvas is what you see. All right. Okay, let's hit the bell. The answer is
false.
That is correct. It is not always the same size. It is not always the same size. So who hit one first?
Gear Vlogs.
Gear Vlogs in the house. All right, Gear. You get the prize. Let's see. Give him the what do you want, Gear? Do you want the turkey hat? Do you want the telepathy with animals, chewing gum, or would you like the unicorn meat that has healing qualities? What would you like? What would you like, Gear? Let us know in comments what prize you wish to have: turkey hat, telepathy, or unicorn meat. Put your answer in the comments, please. We're waiting. Unicorn. He wants the unicorn meat. Probably one of the most politically incorrect prizes known to man. Because it's disgusting and high-velocity savages in there. Here we go.
Congratulations! You just won 5.5 ounces of glitter-infested unicorn meat. Every spoonful contains crushed unicorn bone with incredible healing qualities. You no longer have to tell your parents about herpes, tooth decay, dermatitis, pancreatic cancer, kidney stones, puncture wound, powdered balding, or fungal infection, and much, much more. Remember, the horse died to cure your horrible afflictions. Brought to you by Radiant Farms. Dead mystic animals give you the spark.
Okay. Are we back? We're back. Okay. Next question. We've got 2 more prizes left. Okay. Back to the quiz show. And let's ask the question. We'll hit the key. We'll play the music. Oh, nope, we already did that one. Hit it again. What's the current record for earnings during a live stream? Did the person earn $100,000 for type 1, type key 2 for $1 million? Was that million? That's $100,000. What is that? That's $1,000. Or is it $3,000? Number 2 and number 3 should say, oh, no, I'm sorry, I'm screwing up. Type 2 is $1 million. Type 3 for $3 million. What is it? 1, 2, or 3, you guys? Eddie Castleman with number 2. Mookie MC with a 2. Bud 1. Christian J. Lacey with a 1. PPP with a 1. Rochelle says 2. Bud 842 says 1. Who else we have in here? Arthur Allen. What's he say? 2. Okay. Oh, I think we have a winner. The answer is 3. Type 3. Who got the 3?
Let's see. It would be... Who's the first one?
Amanda's looking at the pad here. We're going to get the official answer.
I think it might be Gigi.
Gigi is the winner. Let's put in the cheer. All right. Good job, Gigi. Well done, Gigi, for the answer. Fantastic. Now, I know it sounds crazy. Let me put my mic back on. I know it sounds crazy, but $3 million was earned in 12 hours from a dude in China. And in order for him to earn $3 million, he sold so many products. The total value of all the products that he sold was $300 million in 12 hours, and he netted a profit of $3 million. Unbelievable. And this just gives you a taste of where live streaming will be in the future for guys like us who are grinding away, developing our audiences. This industry is gonna be huge. Okay, let me ask Gigi. There it is. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much, Amanda. So, Gigi, what would you like to have for your prize? You have a choice of telepathy gum or the chicken hat. I bet you I know what she's going to choose.
Chicken hat.
All right, don't say anything. Oh. What will you choose? Gigi, let's give Gigi the thing. Huh?
She did chicken hat.
Did she choose chicken hat? Okay, she chose the chicken hat. I knew she was going to choose the chicken hat. I know this woman very well. She's very close to my heart. And she's very observant when she's looking at my ears. Okay, I'll tell you the backstory. Okay. So I made this video this afternoon about the show. I was giving you sort of a backstage preview of what we're doing, blah, blah, blah. My mom sends me a text, Gigi, and she says, I got hair coming out of my ears. Please remove it immediately. I was like, I'm like juggling a million buttons. I'm like, what?
She's telling us.
But she's always looking out for me. Just the smallest of details. Thank you. Thank you, Gigi. I love you. Thank you, Gigi. Thank you for looking at my ear hair and making sure it goes away. Okay. All right. Gigi, you get the next prize, which is the turkey hat.
Congratulations! You've just won yourself the Smithy's Turkey Headdress. Made by the finest felt cotton, this headdress fits snug, looks like real turkey flesh, and will tempt even the most devoted vegetarian. Wearing this costume at Thanksgiving while sitting next to your malnourished relatives may be dangerous to your health. Avoid the use of steak knives and sharpened forks during your meal. Brought to you by Smithy's. Dress up and party. Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay. All right, we got one prize left. Let's go back to the quiz show. All right. Okay, we did that one. Current record for Ernie. Yep. Okay, here's the next one. The streaming industry is estimated to reach how much money in 2025? Hint, in 2016, the industry was at over 20 billion. Is it going to be type 1 for 40 billion, type 2 for 80, or type 3 for over 100 billion? Come on, people. Woo. Who we got? Who's the winner? We got answers pouring in. Calculations occurring, and we'll let Amanda call the winner.
Let's see. Over 100 billion?
The answer, I'm sorry, I gotta tell you the answer. Yes, type 3, over 100 billion bucks.
Eddie Castellan.
Eddie Castellan, Captain Eddie in the house. Yes, sir. Woo. Yeah. Good job, Ed. All right. Well done, Eddie. Okay, Eddie. Do we have a conflict here? Trevor says I only picked 2 because there were so many 3s. Well, that's a good strategy. It's like, what's that game, that old game show where you guess the price low and you usually win? Price is Right. All right. Let's reveal the prize. This is probably my favorite prize, I think. It's the cat telepathy gum. Here we go.
Have you ever wanted to understand the thoughts of your feline? Do you want to enhance your care for them by understanding their wants, needs, and fears? Blue Q Industries has a fantastic solution for you. That's right, by chewing one stick of our delicious blueberry-flavored drug-infused gum, your ability to broadcast and receive X-wave brain activity will be increased 100-fold. This means that for the first time in your meaningless life, you will be able to communicate with your cat through the powers of drug-enhanced telepathy. Our product uses delicious malleable gum to deliver a tuned recipe of lithium salts combined with an ungodly powerful, naturally occurring psychotropic compound from the ibago root discovered by the Bwiti religion in Gabon, Africa. The staff at Blue Q had to kill many a tribesman to gain the secret recipe for this powerful drug. One stick of this blueberry-infused gum, and you will be talking with your cat for hours. Brought to you by the advanced technology group of Blue Q Industries. Unlock the mysteries, dreams, and fears of your cherished predatorial feline.
Yes, sir!
Do not act on the suggestions from your cat at any time during this time. Avoid contact with other humans for 48 hours after exposure to our product. This gum is not recommended for snakes, sharks, snapping turtles, wolves, or insects.
Ooh. Wow. What a show. It has been 1 hour and 30 minutes. And that concludes all the produced content that we have. So, we were planning on rolling credits with everybody's name. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do this, Amanda. Okay. See the comments right here? Mm-hmm. I'm just going to highlight them all. Watch this. Control A. Mm-hmm. Copy. Let's paste it into a notepad. So we're going to roll credits for everybody. Can you give me that notepad-y thing? Mm-hmm. So we're going to prepare our... This was something that we thought we could do on the fly, but there's just no way. It just takes so much energy. There's got to be a plugin that does this for us down the road. I'll paste this in. So this will contain the comments. What the heck? Who cares, right? Copy. Go into OBS. Go into my credits. Scrolling credits. Where is it? There it is. Whoop. We'll let it roll.
Time goes by and yet I wonder.
There we go.
Are you and me still the same? Are you still loving the game? I know I don't.
Nothing. Oh well. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you for coming by. I appreciate you guys tremendously. Thank you so much for coming. I have had a great time. I think all our work and study on this thing has paid off. I want to thank you guys for all coming. I hope to see you at the next show. I love you all.
Stay strong and keep fighting.
Stay strong and keep fighting. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Best wishes to you.
Set your mind free. No one knows what I've been through, but this is the end of me and you. Set your mind free. Made a promise to myself. This
Yeah.
time I will keep it.
I love this song.
When there's a will, yeah, there's a way. With every smile, with every tear, I know I will make
Stay strong and keep fighting.
Trevor, I hear you. Aaron, Parechi has a plugin that will do this. All right, brother. Thank you. I'll look for that solution. Best wishes to everyone.
Time goes by and yet I wonder, why do we put each other through hell? Why can't we just get over ourselves? I know I should. You cast your spell and I went under. I know the laughter and the pain. Will I ever love again? I don't know if I can take it anymore. Yeah, so I stay here and hold my heart when you walk out the door. Yeah, made a promise to myself and I repeat it in my head. Set your mind free. Set your mind free. No one knows what I've been through, but this is the end of me and you. Set your mind free. Oh, hey, yeah. Oh, oh, right, yeah,
evening.
Yep. Hey guys, I'll stay on for a little bit longer. I feel like I didn't talk to anybody really. Arthur Allen, thank you. You're welcome, my friend. Maine 716. I learned a lot from you. Thanks very much. Trevor, I'm going to definitely check that guy out. If there's a plugin that automatically grabs the usernames and makes it a scrolling text, that would be huge. I want that plugin. Because doing it manually is impossible. Yeah, I'm coming back. Hey, what's up, man? Laner's Mind. That's a cool name. Laners.
They're asking how often we're going to do this.
Well,
I'd like to do it.
well, how many hours do you think it took me to put this show together? Give me a guess. Give me a guess in comments how many hours you think it took me. You're going to be surprised.
2 weeks.
3 weeks to put this damn thing together. So, will I put this much energy into a live stream? Probably not, but I would like to make it a regular thing because I think it's really important to be close to you guys. And I do miss it, I have to admit. All the developing, to answer Gigi's questions, I had to develop the transitions. I had to build out the buttons. I had to make the scenes. I had to work out the transitions. I had to do the sound. It never ends. And just to the last moment, I was fighting technology to get the show together. It's crazily complex. Dr. Rob Allen. Sorry, Rob. Thanks for stopping by. We're at the end of the show now. I can feel my eyes getting tired and I can feel my throat getting like crunchy. Oh, we're getting some comments. Mario told Fred about it, but he has family stuff. Oh, that's a shame. Oh well. Well, Mario, I appreciate you, bud. You've been a longtime friend and I love you. Was the music you were using copyright free? The answer is yes, but I had to pay for it. It is music from Epidemic Sound. Fantastic website. I've spent probably 20 hours raking through their available music. They have thousands of songs. So when I have some off time, instead of watching TV, I'll just sort of sift through what they have. And they've got some really, really good music. Now, what makes it fantastic is if you find a song that you like, you can download the full song or you can download the individual tracks. So if you like the beat, you can have just the drums. If you like the bass, you can have just the bass. Or you can just have the drum and bass. So there's a lot of funky songs with just those two tracks, you know what I mean? So it gives you a lot of flexibility. Yes, happy Thanksgiving to you. Truck and Travel. Nigel, good to see you, man. You're not a ghost. I love you. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate you. You're not a ghost. What are you seeing over there?
We were talking about Nigel. I was saying he's so close to winning. That one.
It's funny how viewers will get competitive with something like that, where in my heart, I know it's not really designed for competition. You don't win anything, right? But in my mind, what it's really great at doing is getting you involved with a live stream. So the name of the game for creating a really good live stream is to get the audience sucked into what you're doing. Now, I hear a lot of the guys on the podcast. I listen to a lot of the podcasts, and they're always talking about how great it would be if you put a camera on your head and you had your phone in your hand and people just told you what to do. You just like you just send comments and whatever the comment says, you do it. And I was thinking, wow, wouldn't it be amazing if you had 3 guys, a game of paintball. Each guy had their own camera and their own cell phone, and you could instruct the paintball players what to do during a paintball game. That would be so incredibly engaging, I think. Could you pull it off easily? Heck no. But man, that would be
Ed came in.
Ed's
Ed
back?
Coffin.
Ed Coffin's in the house. No way.
Yes.
Now that's an original.
Original gangster.
Thanks, Ed, for coming in, man. Ed Coffin. Thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate it. It's been one heck of an amazing adventure. I've made a lot of friends, let me tell you. Not only have I made friends, but I've connected with those friends. I even went to Las Vegas to meet a bunch of my friends, and it was a lot of fun. Crazy, actually. Yeah. It's good to see you, Ed. Thanks for coming in. Ed has a great channel. He has a channel. I don't know if this is his channel, but he opens up baseball cards on his YouTube channel. It's really cool. I like the rawness of it, you know. That's what makes YouTube great. Amanda, stick your head in camera so Ed can see you. Lean over here.
Hi, guys.
Come on in. Come on in the view.
No,
Come on in. Come on in.
All right.
Show everybody who you are. Come on and say hi. There she is.
Hi.
Let's put the cheer on for her. Amanda's been a big help. There's no way I could do this alone. No way. No freaking way. Mainly sports cards. Thank you, Ed. Mainly sports cards. Check out his channel. It's great. It's very organic. It's super fun and cool. Check him out. When's the next stream? Don't know. Don't know. I wish I could tell you. Will it be as good as this one?
Yes.
Yes, it will. Absolutely.
Yes,
We will overcome this. We're going to make this one look like Child's Play. For sure. It looks like you're getting comments faster than me. I don't know how you are. We have 27 in chat. Wow.
35.
35 in chat? Cool. Awesome. Gigi, next time, please cut your ear hair. Oh, I'm sorry, no. Next time, please put Amanda on screen. Okay. She doesn't want to be on screen, I don't think, Gigi. I don't see why. She's beautiful. See? She doesn't want to do it. Jim Adams is here? Is Jim Adams here?
Yes.
No way.
Yes,
Holy
I swear to
cow.
God.
Are you serious right now? Original gangster, yo.
Original gangster.
Holy cow. If that's not an original gangster, I don't know what. Thanks for stopping by, bro. Good to see you. Much love to you. It's been too long. I'd love to get together with you, man. Have some beers, you know what I mean? Let me get back to chat here. There we go. It was like the old time days, Scott. Was it, Rochelle? Was it? I was shooting for that. I was trying to combine the old Scott with the new OBS Scott. You know what I mean? Yes, everybody. Gigi is my mom. Yes, Jim, that's going to happen, bro. It's my fault. I just have been tied up with stuff, bro. It's no excuse. We're getting together, okay? We're getting together. ECP. Holy cow. Wow. ECP. I haven't heard that forever. Electronic Combat Party. We used to have these parties back in the day when internet was slow, and the only way that you could do gaming was to haul your PC in in a location with your friends and hook them up with a network and play in a room together. And we would connect our computers, and because it was such a novelty to have the speed, we would game for like 12 hours nonstop. We would eat potato chips, Coca-Cola, and curse at each other for 12 hours. I remember this time we had a party at a old schoolhouse, right? And it was like, I don't know, it was like 6 o'clock in the afternoon. And we're dropping F-bombs. We're playing, what were we playing, guys? Was it
What was that awful?
Unreal Tournament, right? We're playing Unreal Tournament, and we're just dropping F-bombs and screaming. I don't want to do it now, but we're like, and this Girl Scout trooper this lady who's part of the Girl Scouts walks in. She walks in the door. She looks at us and hears all the cussing. She just does an about face and boop, walks right out, and we never saw her again. Yeah. She got freaked out. Quake. That's right, Jim. Quake. Yes, it was Quake. Correct. Eric Android. GG Fichter, local area network. Yeah. Is that what I said, or did I say something different? I'm shooting from the hip here, guys.
You're doing great, Scott.
I need coffee. Eric Android. Epic Android.
There was someone that wanted to see your stats.
Somebody wanted to see my stats?
Like to see who's online, how many people are still here.
They want to know that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I didn't know how to put that out.
I can show it. Let me create a window and put it in here. Well, I can tell you too. We have 22 current viewers, and we have 775 playbacks, and the average watch time is 7 minutes, and we've dropped off. We were holding 60 viewers for... Huh?
Yeah, we had like 65.
65 viewers. Might go on the wrong microphone. Hello? Yeah. Hold about 65 viewers for a good hour, which is this live stream was the most people in a live in history on my channel. I've never had so many people in a live stream. Huge success, I think. Absolute huge success. Oh yeah, comment from Ed. He says no one would stop to eat, so someone cooked the hamburgers. The griller. Oh my God, the griller. That's right. Man, that is old school right there. The griller. Wow. That brings back memories, dude. The griller. Nice comment. Dunstan Shoe. Congrats. Thank you very much, my friend. Cheer. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Who's saying that?
But it is. Retro.
Oh, Retro's saying that?
Mm-hmm.
So they can't play it back?
Yeah.
Oh, crap. Sorry, guy. Too late to play with that now. I'm too tired. Trogor the Burninator. Was that your gaming name back in the day? Burninator? I like that. Thanks, Truck. We worked hard at making a good one. I'll tell you what, that was all my energy and all Amanda's energy to get this thing to work. It was everything we had. Hey, Scott, during your premiere, I saw a piece of paper you had written in permanent ink. Take off your headphones. Okay. I'll take my headphones off. You want to see what I wrote down on the paper? Is that what you're looking for? There were notes. Here, this is my. These are my notes for the innovation piece. Innovation notes, and then I have a checklist around here somewhere. Is this the checklist? Yeah, this is my checklist. This is just to get the show started. Okay, check this out. I'll read it to you. Well, here it is. Checklist. It feels good to crumple this up when you're done with it, you know what I mean? Here's the checklist. I'll read it to you. There are 25 steps to starting this live stream. It says, Go to the task manager and kill all non-needed programs. Check. Go to the system tray, kill all non-needed programs. Start OBS. I don't think I did that right away. Copy all the P tags in the code pen so that you can change the name of the one with all the duplication text that was golden. And so I wanted to copy that so I could paste it in without typing in a million times and slowing the show down. So I had to copy that into cache. Make sure that source is turned off for the sunroom. So I wanted to be able to explain the sunroom on how it looks. So I wanted to drop in the objects one by one. So I could have had it all just visible, right? I could have had the couch in there. I could have had the kid with the hippie hop and the pump. But no, I added them in incrementally. So I wanted to turn those all off first. Start mouse program, which is what Amanda and I used, and I didn't like that program. That was a disaster. That was a complete fail. So the program called Mouse, what's it called? Mouse Monster, Mouse something. Hold on. It's called Start Mouse Mux. Thumbs down. Thumbs down on that program. We got to find a better one next time because that we had two cursors, but when she clicked the mouse, I couldn't click the mouse. When I clicked the mouse, she couldn't click the mouse. So we're both clicking like crazy and nothing's happening, which created disaster. Okay, so that's that. So we started up that program. Then we install the mics and test them. Then we install the camera source and test them and make sure that the camera sources are all set up in each of the scenes. I did have nested scenes, but I just wanted to make double, triple sure that all the cameras were there. But I did use nested scenes. Light up the green screen. So I turn the lights on for the green screen. Filter out the background for the camera. So the camera's showing me. I had to set up a filter to make sure that the green screen was removed. Do a full scene audit just to make sure everything's working. Turn off the dehumidifier. I've got a dehumidifier in the basement. Don't want that running during the show. Turn off the heater. Start Twidget. Twidget wasn't very good, was it? I didn't like Twidget. That was difficult. Did it even work? No. Yeah, I don't think it worked that great. It's kind of a bummer. Maybe StreamYard is the better option. Start the stream at YouTube. Make sure that low latency is selected. Add your thumbnail, add the title, add the description. Grab the stream key, put it into OBS. Yes, I realize that you can click a button and OBS grabs it automatically, but I'm old school and I just want to add the key myself just to make sure it works. Set up the code pens. So I couldn't use a browser source to show the code pens. I had to use a what's it called? What the hell is it called? It's called a display capture. Was it display capture?
Oh my goodness, someone just came in. Susie's channel.
Susie's here? Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Holy cow.
Susie just came in.
All right, let's make sure. Oh, where's my... Give her a gangster.
I don't have a...
There she is.
Original gangster.
Susie. The Susie channel. There's a channel. For those that don't know, the Susie channel is very special. What she does is she opens up candy on her channel. It's got this real smooth kind of a flare, always with a white background, beautiful fingernails, doesn't show her face, just all she does is opens up candy and just basically manipulates it on camera. It's simple and it is addictive. It's addictive. Go check out the Susie channel and you'll see what I mean. She's got to be over close to 100,000 by now. How many subs do you have now, Susie? How many subs do you have? Let us know. Susie, you missed the majority of it. We did everything. We did the song. We did the game show. We did it all. Thanks, Susie. So, yeah, that was the checklist. So, again, here it is. This is the checklist. And I want to let you know that things went wrong. And it always happens. Every single time. It happens, like half an hour till the show starts, and the Liorian board doesn't switch the scenes. And I was like sweating bullets, like, what am I going to do? So the whole show, I had to manually select the scenes in OBS. Big disappointment.
But you handled it well.
But it worked out. It pulled off.
You did well.
Yeah, it worked. Thank you. 70 million views. Holy cow. 71 million views. Are you serious right now? Wow. That's crazy. That is incredible.
Get some!
71 million views. I only have 2.2 million. 71 million views. Wow. That's crazy. I've got a Stream Deck, and I love it on my crypto channel. You know what, DYI? I think I'm going to have to get one of those things, man. Yeah, I'm going to have to get one of those things. Yep. I was always selling myself that all you need is a Liorian board, and, you know, as long as you have 2 monitors, that as long as you have a Liorian board, you're going to be fine. Wrong. It doesn't work that great. It's got to connect with a virtual camera, I think it is. No, the WebSocket. It uses the WebSocket, and I'm sorry, but it's not dependable. It is not dependable. Get the XL. Yes, sir. Gear Vlogs, I will get the XL. XL! Yes, sir! The Scott Fichter channel. I can't help it. I got to do that when somebody makes a good comment. Maybe I got to do a certain, like a sound effect that's not super energy, but sort of like chill energy. Like, oh, what a, like, somebody says something like that, and I hit a button, and it goes, doo 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 doo. Good comment. You know what I mean? User makes a great comment. And like, great comment comes in. Great comment, yeah. I'm all about that, man.
It says you have 3.1 million.
3.1 million. Thank you for the correction, Truck. I have to be honest. I have. Well, let me explain what happens when you've been uploading to YouTube for a prolonged amount of time. You start to not care so much about the numbers, and you become absolutely addicted to the people. So the numbers don't mean as much, and the people mean everything. That is the natural progression of this thing. And I started out this channel being like I thought it would be really funny and interesting if I was the used car salesman guy. Yeah. You guys can still understand that, especially the original gangsters. They knew me back then. I was like, hey, how are ya? But what's really interesting is when I make videos using that style, Americans hate it. Hate that style. They absolutely hate it. It's really weird. Like, people may say they like it, but in all reality, they freaking hate it. I'm kind of like, I really, back in the day, I loved the Bassomatic, Saturday Night Live Bassomatic by Aykroyd. You guys remember that? Where he was selling the blender, where he was blending up the fish, and he was talking like, Bassomatic, yes, you want it, you got it, the Bassomatic. That resonates with me. It's been part of my thing for a long time. Hey, Russia is here. Holy cow. Wow. Russia. Wow. I've heard so many great stories about people that I knew from college that went to Russia and had just an absolute blast with the people there. Like, I'm talking like riding in the train and just getting drunk with the people in the train. Like vodka drunk. Just having a blast. I've heard it. I've heard multiple stories like that. So Russia must be awesome.
Here's one from Belgium.
Belgium? Mm-hmm. Wow. Should we give him the American thing? Give him a super friend. Super friend. I gotta take my damn headphones off. Oh, you don't have it. Can you not get it? Oh, I'm sorry. Wait.
Super friend.
Am I talking funny on my mic when I'm wearing the headphones? Can you hear me like being slow? Okay. You ever see those videos where the guys they put on headphones and they don't hear their voice for like a half second and they try to talk and they're like, hey, and they can't talk right because what they're hearing is delayed. I'm hoping I'm not talking like a weird person. Songbox, Texas, USA here. Texas! Oh. I would love to live in Texas, except for the oh geez, mental block. The rattlesnakes and the scorpions. I'm not big on scorpions. Southern California in the house. Good to see you, Sandra. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, we got another Texan here. I wish I had a Texan animation. I should probably, you know what, that would be really cool. Having a like a button for every state and every country in the on the planet. So if someone comes in, because everybody likes to say where they're from, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it'd be really cool if Trinidad, like there you go, Trinidad. Like I could have like a Trinidad thing. Argentina, you know? It'd be that's a lot of buttons, and it's like 1,000 buttons. And I think I'd probably just use flags after a while. There's India. Is there an India here? Mm-hmm. Excellent.
See, that's amazing.
It's incredible. It's incredible. How many people you touch? It's absolutely incredible. Let's check our Tobago. Let me give you a current tally on the viewers. We have 31 in chat, and we've been on air for a total of 2 hours. We started at 8 o'clock. It is now 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Huh?
It doesn't feel that at all.
It does for me. My throat is bleeding. And you got anything? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, thank you. Have you tried those yogurt things that they sell at Wawa? No. They're like these little cylinders of yogurt. Oh, it's drinkable yogurt. It sounds disgusting, but it is absolutely delicious. If you're interested in liquid yogurt at Wawa on the East Coast, make sure that you buy it. It is absolutely fantastic. Yes! Liquid yogurt. That is delicious. That's some damn good liquid yogurt. Okay. Alabama.
That's where DIY solar energy is from.
Oh, okay. I'm from Pennsylvania, you guys. I'm on the East Coast. We've had some very, very nice weather as of late. Unseasonably nice weather. I got to get up on the roof and change some roofing tiles on my roof. Those Yankel probiotic yogurt cultures are the bomb. They are, man. Nothing wrong with that. There are rarely any scorpions in Texas unless you are way out in the country. That's probably where I'd want to be, bro. I'm not a city guy. FYO, folks, Scott is talking to Amanda, his sister-in-law and production assistant. Aww. Very nice. I wish I had that really nice, like, transitional, Amanda, you. But I don't.
I think we've learned a lot tonight.
Yeah, we have. We've learned a huge amount.
I think you've done an amazing job, Scott.
I think we should conclude.
Okay.
All right. I want to thank you guys again. It's been a blast.
I showed it once. That's good.
It's been a blast, guys. We'll do it again. Thanks for stopping in, and we'll keep fighting. I've got a whole pile of videos, so many videos to make. And this channel's just getting started. I'm not going to give up. We're going to continue and continue and continue until we get to 1 million. Then I'm going to go to sleep and not wake up forever. All right, guys. Best wishes to y'all. There's Amanda. Thanks for coming in, guys. We will see you. Best wishes. See you on the next one. Boop. End.